Up in the air with Taste of Sonoma. It's Rex on the road, and we stop by right now. Yes, the Foley Family Wine Society Lounge. So this is going to be a lot of fun. So let's check out the wines they're pouring with Sonoma County Vintners producing the show. And what a great show it was. Let's check out the wines right now from Foley Family Wines. It's Rex on the road with our wine of the week. Hey, it's Rex on the road. We're at Taste of Sonoma, and we're having a great time at Foley Family Wines. Cheers. And what did you pour here?
This is the Banshee Sauvignon Blanc from the new tasting room in Geyserville. Just opened.
Right, yeah. right. How long ago did it open?
It opened in January, so very recently.
Well, that is good stuff. So, is this your guys' first time here at Taste of Sonoma?
This is our first time with a fancy lounge like this, but we've actually been here for 7 years. We've been pouring our Sonoma wines throughout the different AVA tents, but we're excited to be here in a bigger presence. Right.
A very nice lounge. You got a nice white couch to sit on as you're sipping.
That's why I just poured you white wine, Rex, not red wine.
That is terrific. So what do you like best about Taste of Sonoma this year?
I think it reminds me of Sonoma Valley. I think it's the best wineries you can have. It's great food. It's a sense of community, and it's all in one beautiful setting.
Right. Yeah, and it's all together, so you can walk around from one lounge to the other. To different AVAs that are under a tent.
Exactly.
And then you've got all kinds of experiences right here at Kendall Jackson.
We're big fans of Kendall Jackson, and we thank them for hosting. Their neighbors, we do a lot with them. So.
Right. And what wines are you guys pouring today?
Well, we're pouring Banshee, as we mentioned, and we're also pouring Roth and Chalk Hill, which are two of our wineries across the street from each other, conveniently in Healdsburg.
Right.
And we're also pouring Chateau St. Jean, which we purchased just a few years ago.
Right.
In Sonoma, and Ferrari Carano, which was also a new addition to the Foley portfolio. Gorgeous Italian inspired chateau.
Now the Foley Family Wines portfolio just keeps growing and growing and growing.
That it does.
How many wine brands are under that umbrella right now?
I believe if you include our international brands, we're 24, 31 if you include our spirits. So we're growing.
That's tough to keep track of all those wines and spirits, right? And here's a quick question for you. What do you feel makes Sonoma County wine so special?
And I don't want to say anything negative about. We have Napa wineries, which are great. We have New Zealand. We have France. We have Central Coast. But I do think Sonoma's different than anywhere else.
Right.
It's the sense of community. I just moved here a year ago, and you have the food, you have this authenticity, you have obviously beautiful wines that used to just be known for Chardonnay and Pinot Noir, but there's this terroir lends itself to a lot of varietals.
Right.
And as I said, with this particular event, it's this setting. I mean, I have people come up to visit and they're like, "Oh my God, it's the weather, the beauty. It's a special place."
I think so. Yeah. I think the thing I think that's so special about Sonoma wine is you still have the farming aspect playing a huge part in that. Where in some wine regions that kind of gets subtracted.
That's 1,000% true. We have a whole division called Foley Family Farms. So all our wines, where there's state wines, and we grow our own wines. We have a whole farming team, and this is such a great place to do that. So again, we do have wines in other AVAs and other regions, but this is where our owners call home, and it's where our headquarters are. This is the mothership. This is home base. Yes, this is home base.
Yeah, well, that's great. And you guys have so many wineries, as we talked about in the portfolio. So if folks want to visit Foley Family Wines, what's the best way for them to find out where they might want to go wine taste?
Yeah, I mean, we FoleyFoodAndWineSociety.com. You can get on. You can make reservations for any of our wineries. You can also buy any of our wines. You can join our wine clubs. If you join our wine clubs, then you can visit any of our wineries for free and bring friends. You can get discounts on all of our events. We have some fabulous events. We have one coming up at Chateau St. Jean in July. We just had our annual white release party up at Chalk Hill, which is a great party. Lots of discounts and things like that. But you can also buy our wines are nationally distributed.
Okay.
Through Southern Glazers, so you can buy most of our wines in your favorite grocery store or at a restaurant. So
all right,
that's
so
nice too.
You can pick them up anywhere.
Yeah, and we have a lot of every one of the wines that we're pouring here today has a tasting room in Sonoma.
Oh wow!
Yeah.
So that's great. That's great. And how many wines are you guys pouring here today?
We're pouring 5 today.
5 today.
Yep.
And what are those, if I could ask?
Yeah, it's Banshee, which is the new tasting room in Geyserville, and the ones Roth and Chalk Hill and Healdsburg and Ferrari Carano over in Dry Creek, and then Chateau St. Jean, which you're probably familiar with. It just celebrated its 50th anniversary last year, and that's over in Sonoma.
Nice.
So
nice.
Yeah, we kind of got Sonoma covered.
Yeah, it seems like it. Yeah, and Taste of Sonoma, so much fun.
So much fun.
And such a pleasure to hang out with you.
And so nice to hang out with you as well.
So check it out, Taste of Sonoma. It's Rex on the Road.
Cheers.
Cheers.